Welcome home, Bitcoin Truth Seekers. It is Tuesday, March 16th, 7:04 a.m. here in the Arizona desert. Hopefully the sound is louder this recording. I heard that it was not so loud, the volume was low, so trying to crank that up a bit. Anyway, go to bitcoindailyview.com for more stuff. Dogecoin in the news. I mentioned this yesterday, but I'm mentioning it again today. Tesla, Elon Musk, he has been suggesting to Coinbase, I think mostly via Twitter, to hey, support Doge. I think that would be a big deal. Even rumors of that might be kind of a big deal. So I'm definitely watching Doge's price action. It is available now as one of the coins that the BitPay card can use, and I checked it out. It really does work. Cool feature. Adoption is really happening here. Watch Doge. All right, looking at the market today, that's a mix of green and red, of course. Bitcoin has been an emotional roller coaster. It has been very volatile recently, and as you can see, that is affecting the market. One thing I do note, XRP up 8.63% last 24 hours. That is pretty darn wild. I don't see any news. I don't see any reason for that to be happening, but XRP is just not taking any crap. Ravencoin, big green one today. Theta, as always, rocking. So even with Bitcoin's volatility, some coins just don't care. They're making it happen anyway. Ethereum pretty much doing what Bitcoin is doing, coming in at 1,789. ADA, I'm glad to see it in the green, even though it's only up 0.16 last 24 hours. It's still fighting. I like to see this. I kind of feel like there's a bit of a disconnect now, and a positive one, between Bitcoin dominance and the alt market. Oh, believe me, it does have a dramatic effect when it is volatile, but I'm starting to see, coins like Theta, Ravencoin, XRP that just, they don't care. You can have your tantrum Bitcoin. We're going to do what we're going to do. All right, 9.5 billion in trading volume for Bitcoin last 24 hours. That's pretty rocking. 4.8 billion of that on Binance. Coinbase shows up with 1.8 billion. Nobody else showed up with $1 billion worth of volume. All right, at least those two exchanges are woke up today. Yeah, those two exchanges are woke. Anyway, 43% long, 56% short is the sentiment on Binance. So we'll take a look at that. I think what's got people a little bit freaked out, and I'm just looking at this on the 45-minute chart. Let's just look at immediate price action on this one, because I think that's what, well, we're all watching. So of course, Bitcoin was in the green, looking glorious here on the 45-minute chart. You can see above the 200 moving average, rocking, has its usual, volatility on the way up. And now we've had a bit of a dump. And, at first, you could see that it had a dump here to the, 200 moving average. Dump past it. It has challenged it a time, like right here you can see. I'll make this a little bit bigger so everybody can see. Let's just zero in on this. So, 45-minute chart to me is great for immediate price action, and you can really kind of see what's going on there. And if we do look here, you can see, of course, we went under the 200 moving average here. Then, of course, we challenged it here. It was we couldn't get above it, and we have been sort of hanging out with the 314 moving average here. It's all about what I think is going to happen, and of course, not financial advice, entertainment purposes only. I'm a nut in his garage. I think we very well might see some, ranging between the 200 and the 314. It's all about what's going to happen next. The directional index is definitely in the red. ADX is up here around 30 or 40, but really it doesn't mean so much when something is dumping. And if we look here, the squeeze indicator is beginning to go into the green. I like that. The KRI is in the green. So basically, it's all about what is going to happen here. I think if we were to look at, let's just fire off a Fibonacci retracement here. And of course, there's a lot of different ways I can do this, but let's just hop off. Let's just do like from here. Okay. Which would make sense. That's a good spot to do it. Now we look at this and go, oh, everything seems to make a bit of sense. So, and I could even, now I'm going to go with this as the bottom for the fib. As you can see, look at that, a .5 fib bounce right there. And also a 382. 382 held support for a little bit. It played with it there. It couldn't hold it. And then, of course, it dumped down to the .5. It challenged the 382 again. Now it has bounced down. And it's bouncing off the .5 again. So really, to range right in there, to range right there, is not a big deal. So we might very well range between 54,000, you know, 400, well, 54,200 to 56,200. You know, we might range right in there. Also, we might range between the 314 and the 200 moving average for a bit here in the 45-minute chart. So, really, it's a bit of a dump, but if we look at this, it really is. The worst of it was about 11.6%, and now we are really recovering, and we are, you know, within fib lines that make sense. So I don't care. This is good to go. Fine. I think it's great. Let the weak hands get shaken out. I mean, this is all good if you ask me. This is probably exchange driven to wipe out longs so that Bitcoin can pump. If we look at the 4-hour chart here, I mean, this is not a big deal. Look, you know, it's not. I mean, this is back in the day, not too long ago here in the 4-hour chart. We've all already forgotten this one, or maybe we haven't. That was, you know, 20-some% dump before we hit the 200 moving average and made a bounce. And now, really, you know, we're staying above it. It's good to go. The directional index is definitely red. The squeeze indicator is red. KRI is red here in on the 4-hour. What I'd like to do is let's look at a daily chart for Bitcoin. All right. Now here's an interesting one. Well, remember this in the daily chart, we are above the 21 EMA. That's a good thing. Of course, well above the 200 moving average. Now the MACD is one to watch. You know, are we moving towards a negative cross on the MACD? We'll have to see. If that really does look like it's going to happen, then, well, maybe a little bit more downside. We shall see. It's just Bitcoin. It's just cruising. Overall, I'm very bullish. I think that, you know, it has to oscillate on the way up and down. If nothing else, that's how big hands organize their mad gains. You know, I'd love to be in that conference call. All right, Doge. Something I'm very much liking about Doge here on the 45-minute chart. Squeeze indicator about to go good. KRI is looking good. Directional index is just barely green. ADX is way too low. But ultimately, if you know, we have really, we've ranged between the 200 and the 314 moving average here. We are making a lift off. I think we are finding a move off the 200 moving average. And the way the indicators look, it looks like Doge versus USDT. We might see some positive gains today. Not financial advice, entertainment purposes only, but I think Doge might be a player. And also Doge against Bitcoin. This chart is looking pretty good. You know, so Doge is definitely showing up for work. Another one that's really been catching my eye recently is Ravencoin. Like I say, I think it may have something to do with NFT. I still have to research this more. If you know anything about this, let me know. But it is truly an old school tokenization coin. And look at it, it is friggin' pumping today. Directional index in the green. Squeeze indicator about to fire off positive again. KRI in the right spot. Stochastic RSI definitely in the right buy zone. RVN versus USDT. That is for me. That is a badass coin for the day. I think that might have some nice further gains. Looking at Ravencoin versus BTC. This chart is just picking up for the day. Bam! Ravencoin rocking. Something's going on. Let's find out what. Do comment and let me know. All right, VET versus USDT. It's been a player recently. It is cooling off, not quite going anywhere. ENJ looks like it might make a bit of a run today. Matic definitely in the red. It went below the 200 moving average. I think Matic is probably out of the running, at least for, I don't know, we'll see. Next couple hours. We'll check on Matic tomorrow. Algorand, look at that. Making a positive move off the 200 moving average. ADX and, directional index is green. ADX needs to pop up a little bit. It's at like 13 right now. Squeeze indicator is getting ready to fire off. KRI is looking good. Stochastic RSI is in the right spot. Algorand versus USDT might definitely be a play today. H-bar, whatever it is, not going to happen today. And I look at, I need to get back in the habit of doing this every day. SPX today, green candle, very indecisive, but SPX has been trending up the last couple of days. It is above the 21 EMA right now, which is really nice to see. Russell 2000 index, red candle today, but it has been trending up the last couple of days. That's nice to see. Dollar strength index, the DXY. Three green candles in a row counting today, but it's an indecisive doji right now. Still below the 200 moving average, but above the 21 EMA. Overall, you can see that it is on, an uptrend. So, boom. And that in part could explain why, BTC is taking a hit right now. Anyway, this is a glorious market. And I'm going to, sign off right there. I am glad you're here. Bitcoin is the peaceful revolution. It is beautiful. And is anything of note I wanted to mention here? Yeah. I know I've mentioned it before, but what Bitcoin did, amazing interview with Dominic Frisby and his book. I definitely, Daylight Robbery, I absolutely endorse the crap out of that. And on the Tim Ferriss podcast, Vitalik Buterin, he did mention, I have it linked to here, that, hey, we're going to have some upgrades and we are going to be doing more transactions per second, etc. So this is definitely one worth, checking out. And Tim Ferriss is a cool guy to check out too. If you haven't ever read the 4-Hour Work Week, you can get a text version or you can get it on Audible. Really a little bit dated now, but it's very inspiring if you want to get into the understand the ideal of the I call it the digital mercenary. Anyway. I love this little quote. We wanted digital nations, but we got digital nationalism. That's interesting. I gotta listen to this one again. Vitalik is a strange, skinny-looking little character, but these two odd guys together, Tim Ferriss and Vitalik, this is damn interesting to listen to. So I definitely endorse it. Check it out. Everybody, I'll see you again tomorrow. I'll try to get these out every damn morning, and because it's important. The market is picking up. It's 2021. This is the year to create wealth if you want to, whether you got a little money or a lot of money. By the end of 2021, we're all going to be in a different world, and I would like everybody who's listening and everybody who ain't listening to, be part of the peaceful revolution, make a shit ton of money, and I will see you tomorrow. This is our year.